Hey, what's up? My name is Jeremiah Garner, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Hey, folks! I hope everyone has had a good week. My week was a little interesting, but that's okay. Today we are going to be talking about why I read the Bible. And I know this is it's like, oh, you're a Christian, you're supposed to read the Bible. Oh my gosh, But I don't know. It's just why I read the Bible and why I enjoy it. So this will be good. And yes, there's three things that I kind of want to just talk about, and so here are what they are. Number one, the first thing about why I read the Bible, and this is gonna be so simple, but it's it really has changed the way that I view God, and it's to know God. And I know that's well, duh, of course. But I think for some reason we think that we read the Bible for head knowledge. And that's not good. We're not supposed to read the Bible for head knowledge. It's all about the heart. And so, I think that as we read the Bible, as we go through the stories, and I think what's hard for people is when they read the Bible, it's like they don't put themselves in the other person's shoes. And I think what we understand is that whenever you read the Bible, when you read about Cain and Abel or Adam and Eve or Moses or anything like that, it's like what you're looking for is every single verse and everything cries the name of God. And maybe we need to just understand that we need to know Him more. And I think the Bible allows us to do that, right? Because whenever you read the Bible and see, so this is what I do. So I get my Bible, I'm like, okay, God. So I may choose a story, or I may read a chapter, whatever. If you don't know, if you never ever held a Bible before, the Bible has 66 books. And a lot of authors. I don't know how many authors. I'll put it in later. But so what I do is, I was reading in Colossians. So what I did was I summed up Colossians, and I would say a prayer. I'd be like, God, just help me to know you more. I'm not looking to do this out of religion. I just want a relationship with you, God. And I think that's the first thing that we need to do, is just for us to know God more. Number two is to gain empathy. And I feel like our world is just so not empathetic. We, for some reason, think people need to do things how we're supposed to do them, and we need to gain empathy. I think whenever you read the Bible, I think something that I do is I put myself in that character's, whatever the Bible is reading about, in that character's shoes. And what were they feeling during that time? What were they looking at? What were they thinking about? How were they reacting, And it's you're able to gain empathy. I think one of the stories that really sticks out to me, a story that I hated. I know, I hated a Bible story. What? I hated the Bible story. It was the woman at the well. The reason I hated it was because imagine a random guy coming up to you and being like, I'm living water. It's so arrogant, and it's so what? How can you possibly, but it messes with you. That Bible story messes with you because it's just wow. And I just gained empathy for the lady who had 5 husbands and in the Bible, and it's just wow, what you did, what she did, and how she was able. I just felt her, and I put myself in her shoes and the desperation she had. And so I feel whenever you read the Bible, when I read the Bible, I put myself in their shoes. I'm able to think and walk and figure out what it is that they were thinking whenever they were doing this. And so I think the second thing is to gain empathy. And the third thing is to rest. I think especially in America, we don't rest. We are constantly going, constantly moving, constantly working. And I think recently, the reason I'm able to do this channel is because I was just running ragged. I didn't have time to think, what do you want to do, Jeremiah? And so I think when you read the Bible, it rests. Every single time I read the Bible, I remember one time I was going through some things. One of my dear friends was telling me something that they had gone through, and it really affected me. I was up really late. I was like really hurt by what they had gone through. And I was just up, and it was just a struggle, and I don't know. I just was running from God. I was just like, I want to read my Bible, I just didn't want to do it. But then eventually I did it, right? Like a couple hours later, and I read the Bible, and I just cast my cares upon God, and I was able to rest. And it's like, we need to rest a little bit more, right? We need to rest, and we need to rest in the work that Jesus has done and what He's done. I think that's good. So thank you for watching. I hope you liked it. I guess this will be about like 6 minutes. I don't know how long it's supposed to be. And so yeah. And remember, and I hope you liked it. Next week I am talking about I don't know. I'm deciding between like racism, and like how does that work and things like that. I'm thinking like that too. Like that'll be fun. And so yeah. And remember, comment why you read the Bible down below and like what you get from it, and subscribe to be a part of the Gardner family. And remember, you're made on purpose with a purpose. Peace.